Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Sweeping Taper with 3-arm chandelier. This is the 10-1441. So my customers have used this in all kinds of different applications. Dining room tables, small dining room tables. There's also a 5-light version of this. They've also used it over breakfast tables. I think that's a really great application because it throws a lot of downlight onto the table. People tend to use tables more, like in kitchens, if there's enough light on them to do tasks, reading papers, that kind of thing. But this is also a great fixture to use over a kitchen island, and you could do 2 or 3 of them depending on how big your island is, and we can always go over that information with you. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 17.5 to 18.4. So 17.5 is going to be the height from the bottom of the fixture to where the loop of chain starts, and 18.4 is going to be your diameter. It's going to be using 2 different types of glass that are going to be available for this. So you're going to have opal glass. Hubbardton Forge is opal, which I'll talk a lot more about later in the video. That's going to be a kind of a creamy, milky, opaque white glass. So you're not going to be able to see your bulb, just like that. Throws a nice light, very soft. It's also going to be available in this. This is water glass, and water glass is going to be clear, don't forget, so you're going to be able to see your bulb. We'll try to find an aesthetically pleasing bulb to look at later on after you get it, obviously. And water glass basically looks like water running through a stream, so it has a little bit of a ripple in it. It's a very pretty glass. All Hubbardton Forge's glass is hand blown, as you know. Best quality that is out there. So the piece of glass, size-wise, this is about 6 inches in diameter. It's 5.91, and then the height's coming in at 5.12. So there you go. Let's talk about a little bit more information about like what you get with this when you first get it. It's going to come with 15 feet of wire. If you need more wire than 15 feet, like you're going to swag it a long way, we do custom wire, so remember that. But it's also going to ship with 36 inches of chain to start off with. So 36 inches of chain, has a seam in the side of each piece of chain, so you can open and close this and take pieces off. And how you do that is you use a nifty little tool called a chain separator. So a chain separator is kind of the reverse of a pair of pliers. So when you squeeze it, it opens the chain up, and then on the inside of it right here, it pushes it back together again, just like that. So I picked this up like on Amazon for under 20 bucks. It's a nice little tool to have around the house. Your installer should have one, I hope. You can always get one for them. So chain, 36 inches, like I said. If you need more chain because maybe you're coming down from a 2-story room or swagging it pretty far, just email us and we'll get a quote for new chain for you, additional chain for you. Let's talk about it a little bit more. It's going to have this canopy kit. Canopy kit's going to go over your J-box, and this is what you guys have on your ceiling, a 4-inch J-box. This is a 5-inch canopy, very pretty. Go from there. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about what's going on inside as far as lamping goes. It's going to be using 3 of these. These are ceramic medium base sockets facing down. The recommended bulb size is going to be an A19. That's a standard size bulb we all grew up with. We all know this bulb very well. So if you want to stick with an incandescent, you can do that. You can go up to 3 100-watt bulbs if you want to, but I don't think you need to because there's so many great LEDs out there for you to use. These are the first ones that came out, the LEDs from a long time ago. They have that hard plastic shell on them. The bottom part is like the ceramic coated part that's holding the driver and some circuits. Now that does block light coming down, so that's why I kind of like these instead. And these are the newer phosphorus clear LEDs. They have a bit of an old-timey look too, like an Edison bulb, so I kind of like that too. And I think these would look a little bit better inside of your glass like that if you wanted to. They look good in the glass, the opal glass as well. So I can find this A19 bulb up to, let's say 60, well, it starts off at a 40-watt equivalent, then it jumps to a 60-watt equivalent, then the 75-watt equivalent, and then I have found this at a 100-watt equivalent. That would give you as much light as 3 100-watt bulbs if you need that. Now, if you're playing with LEDs and you're still kind of want to see more, this is an A20, the next size up, and an A20, this can go up to like 150-watt equivalent LED that's out in the world. Now this will get kind of close to the bottom of the glass, so just remember that because it's a bigger bulb. I would probably start off with the A19s and kind of go from there. They are going to offer these bulbs to you in all kinds of different ways. We talk about it in all these videos. 2700 Kelvin, that's like a super yellow light. They're going to also offer these to you in something called daylight. Daylight seems like a warm light, like a It's like it should be like sunlight, but it's not. It's like a bluish white light, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. So it's kind of like a, like a overcast day or like a convenience store light. I don't think it's going to be great in here. It's not my favorite light, but some people do like it. What we use in our showroom is warm white, soft white. That's 3,000 Kelvin. That's the light that's coming down on this table. It looks like an incandescent glow. It's really pretty, nice and sharp. These bulbs above us are those warm white, soft white 3000 Kelvin LEDs, so that's what we like to use here. In any event, I would just make sure that you got dimmable versions of whichever bulb you want to get out there in the marketplace. I want to touch base on Hubbardton Forge's opal glass for just a second. So all of Hubbardton Forge's glass to begin with is going to be hand blown. This piece is hand blown first in clear, then they're going to come in and they're going to blow another layer of white glass on the inside of this. The third step is they're going to take and they're going to sandblast the whole thing on the inside and the outside. That's going to give you this beautiful, mellow, translucent, milky piece of glass. When you look at this, and you can see the layers are actually piled up on the inside of this. Hubbardton Forge is very obsessed about details on all of their pieces, including their glass, and that's why you're here, because you're probably just as obsessed about little details as well. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway, because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.